You know, whenever you talk about the border, it's always the U.S.-Mexico border.
Right.
But for many migrants from Central America, the journey begins on the Guatemalan-Mexican border. Now, at one point in time, people would just cross over into Mexico from Guatemala, and the trains would start right in Tapachula, which is a city not too far away from the border. But after hurricane hit, that changed everything. So the new starting point in Chiapas for trains was in the town of Arriaga, which is literally a 10-day walk, could be a week to 10-day walk from Tapachula. So the migrants that made it to Arriaga either somehow took buses and got through or walked. So we met these children farther up into Chiapas.
So, I mean, you talked about the two who you initially met, but you must have seen hundreds, thousands of children. How did you zero in on those two?
Well, I wouldn't say there were hundreds and thousands of children at one particular time.
Right.
There have been, certainly, but most of the migrants who take this really dangerous journey on those freight trains are adults. However, there are children. We've seen quite a bit of them, quite a few of them, actually. So when we got there and we were really looking around and seeing, you know, are there children here? Are there kids under the age of 15? And we very soon saw these kids. They saw us. We looked different to them. They came up. They were naturally curious. They asked us what we were doing there. They asked us if we were migrants. And we said, no, we're filmmakers, and we're doing a film about child migrants who are trying to get north. And, of course, they said, we're going. We talked with them, told them what we were doing, and said to them, if you're interested in being filmed, we cannot support you, we cannot transport you, we cannot pay for you, we cannot take responsibility for you, but we're really here to document the journey. They felt very open and very trusting with us from the beginning. And as soon as we talked to them and felt that their comfort level was okay, we immediately said, okay, we now need to talk to your parents. Where are your parents? Are they in the States? Are they in Central America? Where are they? They told us where their parents were. We were able to get the phone numbers and call them and ask their permission and tell them what we were doing. And the parents agreed. So we were able to film them. The spine of the film, really, that structure is that train, that moving forward, even if some children have come back dead or some children are stuck and detained and are being sent back. We also have this forward momentum in the film of children who are actively traveling north. So even though it feels like the train, we were on the trains for a very long time, we certainly were, and it's just far too dangerous. It's a really violent atmosphere. It's very dangerous. And during the course of filming, we really constantly reminded these children how dangerous it was and warned them and talked to them and said, listen, you don't have to go. If you want to go home, if you're tired, we'll help you get home. We'll call authorities and you'll be able to go home. We wanted them to feel like they had a choice. But they'd already come with such dreams that they wanted to fulfill that they just kept telling us, shut up, stop scaring us, we're going anyway. And they went about it. These are their lives. It's not like we met these children, we'd known them for years, and we were part of their lives. These were people we met on the road. These were their lives. This is the decision they made. And it wasn't our place to step in and control their lives. I mean, we did what we could. We wanted to make them feel they had choices and make them aware of the dangers and be very specific and explicit about what those dangers are and what other migrants have suffered. But, you know, our jobs are as documentarians. We're there to show what's going on so that hopefully the situation can be remedied or changed. I think once you start getting involved in deciding what people are going to do or stepping in, you're not a documentarian anymore. You've taken on another role. And also, quite frankly, I don't believe it's my place to step in and start controlling another person's life, a person who I really don't know.